And she looks really happy. I just like seeing that. It looks like she's enjoying what she's doing. Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got a brand new music video reaction/review coming at you today, and this one is for I by Taeyeon featuring Verbal Jint. Should be pretty interesting. I'm not really sure what to expect from it. I was hoping for a hard rock or sort of rock feel track from Taeyeon. Yes, I'm serious, I'm not kidding. I think that would be awesome. But from the teaser, it looks like this is probably not going to be that. But either way, I definitely want to check this out. Taeyeon's one of my favorite singers, so let's jump right into this song. Oh man. These shots are just beautiful. Little Sound of Music reference here. My life is so beautiful. Yeah. 어디서 말이 들어본 이야기 미운 우리와 백조 또 날기 전에 나비 사람들은 몰라 너의 날개를 못 봐 지금 많은 세계라는 건 잔인할지도 몰라 But strong girl, you know you were born to fly 네가 흘리는 moon. Kind of an interesting song arrangement here, or song form. Kind of like a hook or a chorus and then a rap verse. Usually the featured verse comes a little bit later. 시간 모두 모아 다 삼켜내 작은 기억 하나둘씩 날 깨워가 세상 가득 채울 만큼 나를 펼쳐가 This is really interesting. 다시 트립길을 떠나볼래 Why not 이 세상에 내 맘을 깨워주는 한 나 혼자였던 yesterday 살 수 없는 시선에 떨어지는 눈물로 Alright, now we're getting more back into the kind of style of singing that I'm used to from her, that she really excels at. Oh, this is cool. They got both of them back in there. Definitely kind of like an EDM ambient backing track. Like a little bit of like alt rock in there. I get the feeling this might be the kind of music that she's really into, just like personally for listening to. So it is cool to hear her try something like this. It's a little bit different sounding. I love this music video, the cinematography, all the shots, the locations, really, really cool. And she looks really happy. I just like seeing that. It looks like she's enjoying what she's doing. I know it's acting in a music video, but she does look genuinely happy. This is definitely something that sounds like it would be popular in the United States. A lot of music like this is getting like commercial product placement, or placement for like products and commercials, I mean. And also on the radio, I mean, there's a big market for stuff like this. That's cool, using a sound like wind and then showing the wind in her hair in the music video. Alright, there's some of the vocals I was waiting for. 시간은 멈춰가.
That's cool with like that echo chorus in the backing track. It's a nice touch. That's cool. Hi by Taeyeon. Very interesting. I didn't quite get my Taeyeon heavy metal fix that I was so hoping for, but I knew that was probably a completely impossible dream, and I will have to check out the rest of her album because I am doing an album review for that as well, so definitely watch out for that. And maybe there will be a hard rock song hidden somewhere on the rest of the album that will satisfy my sort of dream of Taeyeon doing really like intense heavy rock music. But having said that, we did get like some alt rock guitar parts in this song, quite a bit of layering. The song's style was kind of interesting. It's like in between a few different kinds of things. In addition to that sort of guitar driven alt feel, it had, you know, elements of like ambient music, elements of EDM, and of course some elements of K-pop. And K-pop is kind of hard to tie down stylistically as a genre, because just within that sort of umbrella that we call K-pop, there's so many different sounds and styles. But as far as like traditional Girls' Generation music, I did hear some elements of that, especially in the way Taeyeon was singing things. But at the same time, she also did a lot of different sounding stuff with her voice, and of course the song as a whole was very different than things we've heard from Girls' Generation. So let's jump back into this one. I do want to talk about it and analyze it some more, and it was just really nice to watch the music video. Very movie-like, very dreamlike, and actually if I had to make a complaint about the song, it would be that it's a little bit movie soundtracky sounding. And by that I mean as a song itself, it kind of took a back seat to the music video and the storyline a little bit, which is what a movie soundtrack is usually supposed to do. There's nothing wrong with that, but this isn't a movie. The focus is Taeyeon's music, even though the music video was incredible. So the song to me just felt a little bit underwhelming, like it didn't quite wow me. But really, if I think about that, I do appreciate what they did and the fact that they didn't go overboard and just try to have like a belting sing fest for Taeyeon, which is something that might have been kind of predictable and probably something that she didn't want to do personally as an artist. So I do see both sides of the argument here. I personally wouldn't really criticize it for being underwhelming because of understanding this is probably the kind of thing she wanted to do, and doing the opposite would be kind of predictable. But it is something that I did want to talk about because I did notice it, and I think that people who didn't enjoy the song will probably bring up that topic in their criticisms. And you know, it is a valid criticism, but it's just one of those more aesthetic taste things that there's not really a right or wrong answer to. So let's jump back into this track and analyze it. Here we go. Got that frequency sort of notch filter going on, cutting out the highs and the lows, making it sound like a old lo-fi radio.
빛을 쏟는 sky 그 아래선
Really like her vocals. I think that's a given. I don't really even think I need to talk about that. She's a very good singer. I think everybody kind of realizes that. One thing that I really liked about how they produced the vocals, though, she does have a slightly abrasive tone in her voice, and it's nothing against her, that's just how her voice sounds naturally. But I think they tamed that very, very well. They found a microphone, they found an EQ setting that really worked for her, and it wasn't too much. It didn't become overly abrasive in this particular song. I really do like this rap, especially where they stuck it in the song. Usually the standard thing is like verse, chorus, rap, break, bridge, chorus, or whatever for a featured rap type of thing in a song. So they definitely switched that up, and they brought the featured artist back to echo her a little bit later. So just interesting arrangement things that aren't exactly the norm. They definitely took a more creative direction with this song. I'm not sure how I feel about this section here for what she's doing vocally. Now here it starts getting into more of like the kind of singing I would expect from her. Especially here you start hearing the like little things that she does with her voice that are so cool. Bring back in verbal Jint there. Pretty cool. Little like echoed part between the two of them. we got the kind of EDM riser type of feel going on, those like long builds leading into different sections of the song. A lot of delays, a lot of reverbs going on, but the most noticeable one is that long extended delay where it sounds like she's singing it a second time, you know, a couple milliseconds, a couple hundred milliseconds after the first time. I'm not sure if this will be in the audio version or if this is just like a storyline break for the purpose of the music video. But either way, I actually kind of like dropping out the vocals here. It was an interesting change of pace. Lets you focus on the visuals and just kind of the soundscape created by the backing track. Definitely like that a lot. A little bit overly trendy based on what I'm hearing in the United States over the past year, 2 years. A lot of stuff kind of has this sound to it. As I mentioned before, a lot of like TV commercials use music like this, especially with that like chorus vocals singing vowel sound. Yeah, like ghost chorus that you hear. That's definitely a very trendy element. Maybe getting a little bit into the cliche type area. Not quite though. I like the way they did it in this song, but it was getting there. Really love the vocals here. I love how she sits on notes like and shapes them. If you listen to like the note from start to finish, with how she starts her vibrato, how she holds off on the vibrato, all of her little like vocal articulations are just really cool to listen to. I also want to mention I really don't like the kick drum sound they used in this song. If you go back and listen to that like on the original, it sounds kind of odd. Also, the mix and master, it's very like mid-range centric. All of the main elements of the backing track really fill that mid-range all the way up to the upper mid-range and sort of lower high end. And of course that's also where the vocals reside, so things can get, you know, a little bit squashed in that area, but I think they did a really good job of keeping her vocal out in front of everything. Very clean, very clear sounding, and even though the backing track was a lot of mids, it just didn't quite seem like her voice was ever having to fight it or being covered up by it, which is a really good thing because of course the focus of this entire thing is Taeyeon's voice. So yeah, I liked it. I think it was a pretty cool song, and I also think it fits her really well. I'd love to talk to her and ask her, you know, how she feels about this type of music, how she personally relates to it, if this is the type of thing she listens to on her own time. But even without talking to her myself, this just sort of seems like it fits her. So let me know what you guys think. Does this style suit Taeyeon, or would you like to hear her do a different kind of music? And if so, what kind of music would that be? Also, I will be doing a full album review of all of the other tracks, so check that out right here. Should be uploaded really soon. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you could share this video all over the place, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, forums, all that stuff really helps me out, and I'll see you guys next time.